All right, let's take a minute to talk about how the number 7 relates to karma. Okay, because I talked to you guys yesterday actually about 5 and 8 and how they connect to the concept of karma. But 7 represents the dark side of karma. Let's get into why. Now, essentially, 7 represents the darkness. It represents the darkness that falls after trauma, and trauma is represented by 5, the karmic number. Okay, anything taboo, timely, traumatic, all of this is karmic. Okay, so when you talk about the energy that tends to creep into someone's life, into someone's psyche after they've endured something difficult, tumultuous, okay, this is what we're talking about when we talk about 7. Now, in accordance with my system, 2 is what indicates inner child wounds, attachment issues, okay, relational energies of that nature. But when you're talking about 7 and the damage that needs to be paid attention to in this realm, okay, we're talking about things that have been repressed because this is the realm that represents the shadow self. What's the shadow? Okay, something that the light does not hit as often. This is also the realm of shadow work itself. This is where I want you paying attention to your wounds. This is where I want you paying attention to what you've been repressing, okay, what you've been avoiding, okay, what you're refusing to accept, okay. This is where that work begins. This is where I want you to start gaining awareness of your pain, because it's when you gain awareness of your pain that you're able to create a higher trajectory. What do I mean by that? The healing realm is 8. Okay, so when you are wanting to heal and ascend, you need to reach that 8 energy. Okay, that's how you get 17 energy and so on and so forth instead of 16 energy. Okay, because 1 and 6 total 7, so it relates to this realm, but 17 also relates to this realm because 7 is in it. So let's get into the differences between 16 energy and 17 energy. I posted a video yesterday, or I reposted a video, and added a comment that said this person is in 16 energy. What we commonly call a Karen, those are people in 16 energy. A lot of these gangsters are also in 16 energy. Or just, okay. There are also a kind of people who tend to use humor in a roasty manner to deflect from their own ego being triggered. Does that make sense? Okay, I've seen Norman Freeman, the comedian on TikTok, is one of those people, okay? So whenever he feels insecure about something, right? Like his feet being too big, not having eyelashes, the way he responds by roasting the other people. So those are examples of 16 energy, okay? They're different representations, different ideas, but they represent the same frequency. It is a being who has not done inner work. Okay, this is a being who is unaware of the concept of the shadow, unaware of the concept of the ego typically, or attachment issues. Like there's no inner work done. So the way that they navigate this world and navigate relationships can be a little bit toxic. Because it doesn't take accountability and it doesn't recognize one's own wounding. Now, let's get to 17 energy. This is when someone has started to recognize the negativity in their lives. This is when someone has started to recognize how their own patterns are causing difficulty in their life. Okay, this is someone who is now able to take accountability and has the sight that's needed to look inward and see what's going on and see that something's imbalanced. Okay, a desire for balance then takes place. A desire to become more in tune, in touch with the universe and with self, right, creeps in. All right, and as you continue doing the work and as you continue learning about thyself, right, that's when naturally you're going to start ascending to that 18 energy. Okay, what's going to happen there is it totals 9. Right? So this is when you're truly walking in a balanced state, in alignment with divine justice, okay? In accountability, in acknowledging how your actions create energy in your own life, Okay, so when you do that, you start seeing the toxicity in others because you're actively working to heal the toxicity within self. When you ascend, meaning when you raise your vibration and raise your frequency, it is inevitable that those around you who are not willing or able to do the same will no longer resonate with you, and you will slowly but surely pull in that 9 energy and implement an ending. The burning of toxic bridges, in other words. Okay, now let's get into what some examples of life path number 7 is. Now, in my number system, I'm not taking credit for someone else's system. The formulation of life path numbers, that is not my system. That is someone else's created system, and I'm going to leave that to them. But what I'm going to do is explain to you how I perceive these life path numbers. I'm actually going to start a series on this about using Demetra's number system, in other words, the meaning I've granted to different numbers, what it means to me. Now, this is not an easy one. It is a powerful one, Life Path 7, but it is no way easy. Okay, this is going to be someone who often triggers others to look inward, to go inward. This will often come with an incredible amount of discomfort, cognitive dissonance, okay? Making people doubt everything they thought they knew, okay? Making people question everything that they thought they knew, okay? This is someone who can transform others. And what makes this oppositional, dark versus transformative and freeing is the mindset of the person they're encountering, okay? Because this person could be being themselves in all interactions, but the mindset of the person is going to take that energy, consume that energy differently. And these people might not understand why they stir hatred and opposition in others when all they're doing is being themselves. They can be full of love and light and wisdom, but other people may not perceive it that way simply because them walking in their truth contradicts the truth that these people, these beings, the reality that these people, these beings have created for themselves. Okay, this is a perfect example of this. Oftentimes is like a spiritual person that receives a bunch of hatred from religious people. Okay, being called evil, being called this, being called that. Okay, it is simply an oppositional energy, right? You are causing cognitive dissonance in others. These people just don't know any better, okay? But this is the nature of 7. You will receive opposition, but you will also be able to transform others effortlessly. All right, you guys, that's all for today. Happy Mother's Day. It's tomorrow. Have a good one. Real quick, just to add to that. With the concept that is you attract what you are, okay? Use this as an example, frequency-wise. If you are life path number 7, you are going to inevitably attract people in 16 energy, people in 7 energy, okay? Because of the nature of it, which means you are naturally going to attract the tumultuous, toxic people. Don't be discouraged. Remember your power. Remember you're here to transform, okay? And it is only the strong that are capable of transforming people that are walking in such darkness. Love you. Bye.